Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this week's Tips and Tricks. Today we have a very awesome special guest, the Haley baby. Say hi, Haley.
Hi guys, how is everybody doing today?
So thank you guys so much for coming. Today we are going to be playing Halo 5 Guardians. What? And go ahead. I need to add you again to my fire team.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened.
I'm so excited.
Woot woot.
I haven't got to play Halo in so long.
Friends. I can do this. I can. Why?
Why can I do this at the place? Why?
Hey Carnage, so around 2:30-ish, I'm gonna have people send me a message, then I will bring you in to play with us. So my gamer tag is, I will type that in the chat so you guys know.
Do I need to join your game?
Yeah, did you not get my invite?
Oh.
Let me try that again. Invite to fire team.
Here we go. Alright.
So the gamer tag I just typed in chat, that's the one you need to send a message to, and then at 2:30 I will start inviting people to play with us. So on today's tips and tricks, we are going to be talking to Haley down there. She's below me on the camera, about live streaming and things you can do to get your stream to be awesome, things you don't want to do, how she started, and where she's at now. Hi, Skyhawk and Echo. Stop calling me Hermione. Yes, hi, Echo.
Hermione.
We were playing like some trivia game, and I kept getting all the answers right, so now he calls me Hermione.
Hermione.
Yeah. All right, so do you want to let's do big team battle.
Let's do it.
And while we're playing this match, I guess we can start off with talking about like how you started and kind of like what got you into wanting to stream in the first place.
So, oh my god. Back in my day, oh gosh. This is so long ago. Let's see. It was probably 2010. There was this girl named Roxy Surf Chick.
Oh yeah,
and she used to stream on Justin.tv, and I was like, that would be so cool if I could do all this stuff. And I was like, nah, I just could never do that. Like, I don't have the personality. And then, I got into competitive Call of Duty, Black Ops 1, and, Black Ops 2, and all of that stuff. And then my ex-boyfriend, Neslo, TK, he was always like, you should actually do this. Like, you have a good personality. And I was like, I don't know. And he actually, like, pushed me to be a streamer. And at the very beginning, I had this, like, laptop. I mean, it was a piece of crap. I use, like, this mic that I don't even know what it's even called. Like, you know what I'm talking about? One of the little ghetto earpiece ones.
Right.
That you put in your ear. And, like, my stream setup was just awful. It was, like, the first stream, you couldn't even see what I was playing. Because the quality was just so awful. And then, these two girls were like, why don't we do a stream house? And I was like, you know what? That sounds awesome. And then, I did that, and I guess people liked when I streamed, and it just, one thing led to another.
So since then, though, you've been able to like upgrade all your stuff, and now you're like rocking with awesome quality and lots of equipment, as we can see on your camera down here. You've got the boom mic and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the Audio Technica 2035, and I think the first mic I owned was the Blue Snowball. Oh my goodness. I mean, it wasn't a bad mic, but it wasn't the best mic. You know what I mean? So my setup went from like maybe being a good $200 to it actually being a couple thousand. So it honestly just takes a lot of time and saving up so you can get a better quality. Right. But I mean, if you're super passionate about streaming, you gotta have the best equipment and
right. You want to make that investment.
Exactly.
So I'm having a technical difficulty right now. I can't do it. I can't change playlists. It's just stuck on starting game. Do you have the same screen? Are you actually playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. It kicked me out. So I'm going to.
You want to see if you can like join, or do you want me back out?
Let me see if I can. I don't know what it just says. Waiting to join in progress. It's being weird.
Oh.
It was weird because like I heard people talking and then it like went black and then booted me back to this screen.
Oh, rip.
Yes.
It could be the servers.
It might be.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness. My strafe is not what it used to be. Oh, gosh.
All right. So I'm going to leave the fire team and then go back in here and try to invite you again.
Okay. Let me leave the game. We were getting our booties handed to us anyways.
I would like to add that getting to that point in streaming is a matter of luck. Twitch isn't like what it used to be 4 years ago. A lot of big streamers are exclusive to a stream team. Running him back, a lot of people won't help you.
See, well, that's not actually true. I mean, sure, a lot of people have like their own stream teams and everything like that, but what a lot of people get in their minds, like, okay, when I start streaming, I'm going to be able to play with all these big streamers, all these organizations and companies are going to want to, want to do stuff with me, and that's not always the case. Like, you really got to work from the bottom and grow, and networking is very, very big. Especially going to events. Events is it's very key in your career because it's all about meeting the right people, and you don't even have to stream with like big streamers to be known. And a lot of people get that confused, I feel like.
Right, and the reason I wanted to bring you on the show specifically is because, you have really shown that you don't have to be streaming since the beginning, back when it was Justin.tv, in order to be successful. You haven't, how long have you been streaming?
I've been streaming for 1 year and 7 months, and I've been partnered for 1 year and 6 months.
Right, so, it's not about getting in at the ground level. It's not about being on these humongous, awesome stream teams that are sponsored by companies. It's really about what talent or entertainment and building a brand and community that you can bring that's different. I think you have to find your niche where you fit in to give something different than everybody else can.
Exactly. And even if you work from the bottom, you run into speak about. For 4 years, I've been streaming. I have seen streamers attend parties and whatnot. A year later, they're still stuck at 1K followers. It's okay. A lot of people, their mindset is, oh, if I go to the let's say PAX South, I'm gonna instantly grow. That's not how that works. I knew a lot of people because of competitive Call of Duty, and so I kind of already knew people. But you have to branch out from not just like Twitch streamers, but also Twitch staff itself, or for example, let's just an example, like E3. E3 is a really good start because you meet a lot of like game developers, you talk with them, and then boom, that's one network. Or then you see, for example, one of my best friends now, Gold Glove. I didn't know him. I was like, oh, he's too good for me, and he's like one of my best friends now, and that's a network. And then he has friends, and then you meet those friends, and that's a network. And it's really just having a positive outlook and just talking to people, whether they're big or small. It's like a lot of people like, oh, well, you talk to a bunch of like big known streamers, and you know, I do, but there's also, it wasn't always like that. Like I said, you got to like build yourself up. I guess you could say.
Right. No, and that's true, because, you know, going to events and things like that is an investment. But if you want to be a full-time streamer, you know, then you really have to put in the investment, whether that's spending money, equipment, networking. All that stuff takes into place. It's like your own business, and so you have to treat it that way.
Oh, 100%. Like, of course, like, you want to go and, you know, enjoy yourself, but you, when you go to events, it's like, okay, business, who can I talk to? What games are coming up? Who's going, like, stream-wise?
Right.
And for my example, every time I go into to an event, I'm like, okay, who can I talk to? What games are coming out, you know, things like that. But I set a goal to myself. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get 20 business cards.
Right.
And that's what I do. Or, you know, sometimes I come out with like 40, and I'm like, oh goodness, I wasn't expecting 40 business cards.
Right.
And if I see a friend talking to somebody new, and like, you know, it's not an important conversation, because I mean, you don't want to be rude. You just go up there like, hi, I'm Haley. What games do you play? And then you start like a conversation, and it blooms, and then that person knows somebody, and it's like a chain reaction. So.
Right. I think too, it's harder to get into you know, the really high numbers if you limit yourself to just one game. I know, like, a lot of people are pros in certain games, and they're established already that way. They've competed, they've made top 16 or whatever, and they're already known. So jumping into streaming for them is a little easier. But if you are not a pro, then you might want to consider playing other games, like multiple genres of things. What do you think about that?
That's actually a good point. Like, what I tell a lot of my friends, you know, who come, poop, I died.
Yeah,
who come to me,
doing so bad.
I was like trying to hide. I was doing stuff.
I don't think I've killed one person.
But what I tell my friends, okay, I'm just gonna hide in this corner because I gotta use hand motions. It helps me, okay? It just helps me. So what I tell them is you gotta, you gotta see me. Oh my god, I don't know how to, oh my gosh. Okay, I tried. Okay, so pretty much for the gaming thing, what I tell my people is you gotta plant a seed, okay? You gotta make a tree. And then, which that tree is your #1 game. Like, for example, my game is Call of Duty. People have always known me for Call of Duty, zombies, or whatever, even though I'm a variety streamer. I wasn't always a variety streamer. I planted that seed, which was COD,
Right.
and then you can't have branches without the stump, like the tree stump. So I know it's a weird analogy, but I don't know, it just seems like it fit. And
yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. You know, because you want to be able to show off your talent with a game you're good at. But say if you weren't known for Call of Duty and you just wanted to start streaming, competing with those COD pros is going to be hard as a new streamer.
of course, and like,
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm still alive.
I mean, you really don't have to be a pro or, anything like that to grow. Like, it really depends on the way you want to take your channel. You can be
Right.
super serious or, and like compete and do things like that, or have fun with it and just kind of roll with it. And I know I miss JoJo's. She said something. I missed her question, and I feel bad. It may be easier for girls, but not. I actually get that a lot. It's like, oh, well, you're a girl.
I've heard that a lot too.
It must be easier because we got these things in our chest that we can't help, And I actually find that the most meaning thing ever, because we have different, body parts going on, doesn't mean it's easier. If anything, we as females, and I can vouch for a lot of females in streaming, we get a lot of hate because we wear too much makeup, or our hair is weird, or I get this a lot, my voice. It's a little different, but people don't like different.
Right.
Or they're like, oh, show tits, or go make me a sandwich, or, like things like that, which is silly to me, but it does happen. So a lot of guys always say, oh, you're a female, you get so many viewers. Like, it's not, all females don't get the viewership, like, that
Right.
everybody thinks girls get, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And, oh my goodness.
Like, even the other night, I was streaming making, like, my little crafty stuff. And someone just came in and was like, you should go kill yourself. I was like, okay, thanks, have a nice day. Totally troll. And
Yeah.
I feel like as being a new streamer, or, you kind of get those more than I think someone that's been doing it a while.
Game over. Defeat.
Actually, that's not really true. Well, for my
Do you get
and
them?
okay, you're very right about all of those. When I first got into streaming, it was probably the hardest thing, because I find myself a nice person. I didn't have a backbone, and if you want to be a streamer, you have to have some type of backbone.
Right.
Because it's the internet. People are going to call you ugly, or I'm 96 pounds, and people still call me I'm fat. Like, but it's silly. It's silly. But, when I first started, somebody was like, you're ugly. Like, it would eat me inside, and I'd cry.
Aww.
And it's silly, but now, like, even to this day, like, it doesn't get to me. Like, somebody's like, you're fat, you're ugly, kill yourself. Like, I've actually had a paragraph in detail on how I should kill myself. And back then, I used to. It used to really bother me. This could go for a female or a guy.
Right.
And you know, it really bothered me. But now it's kind of sad, but you get used to it. You get used to the hate, and then you laugh at it. Like, what else can you do? Make a negative into a positive.
Right.
And when trolls come in my chat, they're always like, my ears are bleeding, your voice is so bad, and it's like, why is your voice like that? And I'm like, well, why is your penis small? Like, I don't know, like, you know, things like that kind of make everybody laugh a little. I mean, the guys not laughing, but everybody else is. And you just gotta have that backbone to like stand you up.
Right.
Like, trolls will be trolls, no matter what.
Yeah, I think you have to prepare yourself for that when you're trying to push yourself out there as the face of your own little business and community. There's all kinds of haters.
And honestly, nothing can actually mentally prepare you. It's all about time and experience. And but like, you don't want to be so trolly that like you get a negative feedback. Like everybody's like, oh, why is this chick always so mad? Like, you don't really want that. You want people to like think, oh, well, that's funny. Like, I guess because I'm so like innocent looking, people are like, oh, she's so fluffy. Like, oh, she's so cute when she's mad. But really, I'm like heated. I'm like, all right, this guy.
Right.
You're out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah. And guys, if you're in chat and just ask me any type of questions, like me and Bonnie are here to talk about everything.
When you were, you decided to start streaming, and then
lost the lead.
When did you decide to come up with naming your community? And how did you come up with the Chipmunk Army? Oh, I just got assassinated.
Actually, we can all tell I got some pretty big cheeks on my face. It's not it's a pretty given, and everybody was like, oh, look at this like dirty chipmunk, and things like that. And I was like, you know what does a chipmunk actually look like? So, one day I Googled it and I'm like, oh my god, chipmunks are so cute. Hell, I'll take being a chipmunk. I mean, it could be worse, like a rat, So, if I'm gonna get called a chipmunk, like...
So you basically took a troll and turned it into a positive.
Exactly.
That's really awesome. And now your whole community is known as the Chipmunk Army, even your followers, right?
Yes. Well, the followers were like a chipmunk family, but then, my subs, they're up in the front lines, ready for the trolls to hit.
Right.
And then they become the army. And then my mods are the generals. They keep everybody in line.
10 seconds to weapon.
I don't know. It just sounded cool.
No, it does. It does. It sounds really cool. I think it's cool when streamers actually put forth that effort and name their communities.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go to like a random Twitch, just any random Twitch, to me it's so fascinating. Seeing the different types of names, like there is oh my god, what did I see? And it was just the cutest little thing I've ever seen. It was like the koala bunches.
Oh,
it was
that's
like
cute.
Koala bears, and it was just...
Someone has a question for you. They want to know where you see yourself in the future of streaming.
Oh, where do I see myself? Well, honestly, you can't stream forever. I mean, I could be a grandma doing this, but I don't see myself being a grandma being a streamer. I have like little goals like as streaming. Like I do wanna. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to have a huge community behind them no matter what. Honestly, I don't ask for much. Like I just want everybody happy. Like I just want my chipmunk like army to just always be there for each other. That's honestly what I want to see more in the future. Is just that and just us growing as one.
Right.
I mean, like plan wise, I kind of just winging this, to be honest with you, and it's working, you know. But like job wise, like I can't be a streamer forever. I would want to work at like be a community like representative for a gaming organization, you know. Or not even that, just
right. And you know what? It's funny because a lot of agencies actually look for that now. They look for, do you have experience on YouTube? Do you have experience on Twitch? Because they know that you're able to handle large communities based on your own experience running your own channel. So, you know, there's a lot of people I know that got hired within the industry just because they have that experience and have, you know, YouTube stuff going on or Twitch stuff happening. And so it's like an asset you have to be able to know how to handle that.
Right.
Pad in 10 seconds.
Right. And
Hypo Creeper says he would watch Grandma Haley.
oh yeah, Grandma Haley.
Weapon pads
Oh
up.
gosh. I'm not gonna lie. I would,
Way to victory.
when I do become a grandma, I kind of just wanna get on Twitch and see the reaction of everybody. Be like, hey chipmunks, I'm back. I look a little different, but I'm back. That would be so funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Just like bring all the OGs back.
Like, alright boys, let's play Halo 5, and it's like Halo like 20. Like, I don't know. Like, why is she playing Halo 5?
Okay, so I have a question for you. For someone that is, you know, starting, or even if they've been streaming for a while and they just can't get that sub button, that seems to be one of the biggest achievements that a lot of these streamers look for. So what is your advice on that you can give people to be able to, you know, put in for that partnership and get a sub button? Is it schedule? Is it, you know, like consistency? Is it branding?
It's actually all. It's like schedule, like, okay, my chipmunks know I'm not the greatest with schedule, but they know reasons. But like starting out wise, a constant schedule is the key to success. And I'm not even kidding. Like a lot of people are like, oh, like I stream from like 2 to 4, and that's only 2 hours. Like, no, you gotta, it's grind. You gotta grind it out. You gotta like be not, you can't be late to your own stream.
Right.
And that actually, when I started, I did that, and it hurt my stream so bad. And I started doing a constant schedule, and it got so much better. So that is a good thing. Branding's good. You want to do something, like you want to brand yourself in a positive, respectful way. And like you don't want to, like, okay, guys, does anybody want to be in a group called Pretty Little Ponies? Like, you know, you gotta balance it out. Like I thought guys wouldn't want to be chipmunks. I was like, no, that's kind of hidden. You know, that's not really good, but you know, people liked it.
Right.
But I don't think guys as a brand would be like, okay, join the Pretty Princess Ponies.
Weapon pad in 10 seconds.
I mean, some might, but 90% of the male race would
Weapon pads ready.
probably not.
Right, so think about what your branding campaign is going to be and make sure it's good for both genders.
Exactly. This is probably the most important thing that I can ever tell anybody, is go to events. And one of the biggest ones that helped me is PAX. Now, I know events are expensive, and my first event, I only had $100 in my pocket. That's it. That's all I had. And I gambled everything. And I was like, you know what? Go big or go home. So I had $100 in my pocket for one event. And that event changed everything. It's all about talking to people, getting to know everybody, and it's all about networking. So even if you're like a tiny streamer, the more you network, like I can't put across like how big networking truly is.
Right.
So
If you had a bot and someone unfollowed you because... Is that okay? What? I don't understand your question, Viper. If you had a bot and someone unfollowed you because of the he did all caps...
Oh, okay. I know what he's saying. So, like, Nightbot, like, if you, remember, and I went to your stream, and
Distraction.
Yeah.
and he timed me out.
Right.
You're honestly, Viper, it's not that,
Defeat.
you know, you can't control what people do. Like, people are gonna be like, oh, I don't like your shirt, unfollow. Or, I don't like your layout, unfollowed. Or, I don't like your bots. People are just gonna come and go. And you gotta learn that, you know, people expect you to put a red carpet in front of them and be like, walk. And a lot of people do expect that. So, it's not okay, but you just gotta move past it. That's the best thing I can say.
Right, and like I was streaming and Haley came in and was typing in caps because it was like, hype, woo, and my Nightbot, which is like, nope, not having that. So I actually had to go into Nightbot and like turn that off because, you know, Nightbot comes with a preset of things that he does, so. But it's all fixed now. So yeah, just go in there and check, and plus there's all kinds of videos that people can watch about how to set things up and what's the best. Yeah, Nightbot does hate me, Jay. It does. If you guys,
everybody. He hates everybody.
If you guys have any questions for Haley or myself, go ahead and type them in chat. Plus, we actually have a lot of cool streamers hanging out in the chat as well. So, you know, they've been answering a lot of your questions for us, actually, before we can even get to them. So, thanks, guys.
Yep. And if we do miss a question, you know,
You can type it again.
yeah, just type it again. We will get to all of my pinky promise.
Yeah, but I really think that going to events is very important as well. Even if you can, even if you have to save up all year to just go to one, that's still better than zero.
Oh, like one event changed my life. Like I met, and it's not even because I'm female. Like I'm not gonna lie. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, nobody's gonna know who I am. I'm such a tiny streamer. Like, it's okay to feel like that because you look at all these other big streamers and I'm like, wow. One day I'm gonna be like them. And it pushes me. It pushes me to not be like them, but overpass them. Like, give yourself a goal. You know what I mean? And it's one, like I said, one event can just change your life.
You're welcome, Shadow. Shadow says that he just wanted to say thank you for me and you helping people today.
Shadow is always so nice, man. Shadow, I love you and your face.
Oops, I almost shot our own teammate.
I think I did shoot or
I'm doing so bad. I'm like, okay, so I normally play on our big, huge TV, and now I'm on Rob's, like, I don't even know what size, 19-inch or whatever, and I'm not used to the difference here.
Well, that's like the best size. Actually, 22 is the best size.
No, I totally agree. It's just I've been playing on the big TV because I've had no choice.
Oh, I see.
And now I'm like right up in this screen, doing really bad. Come on down, buddy.
Incineration cannon in 10
Ooh,
seconds.
get wrecked, kid.
Ow.
Bye, love. Thanks so much for hanging out. And
Chaser!
hopefully-
Chaser! Haha, I killed you.
Incineration cannon's up.
Shotgun, what?
Aw, he baited me.
Hi, Manga Man.
Aw, what's up, Manga?
Lost
Where
the lead.
is Pam? Pam is at work. She'll be streaming tomorrow on our Adorable Doom stream.
Gain
So,
the lead.
Shady wants to know how you balance saying hi to everyone and playing the game. I feel like if I stream seriously, I feel bad for not saying hi to every single person.
That's a good question. So, honestly, even to this day, you guys might think I have it together. I don't. I'm like, hi. Like, I freak out and like,
Ow.
you can't, I mean, when you get
Weapon pads
to
ready.
such a level in streaming, you can't say hi to everybody. And if they actually expect you, like, they actually think you can say hi to everybody, they're just crazy. Because it's very hard. Because you gotta think, you're putting on entertainment. All these people don't want to hear you say hi like 20,000 times.
Right.
So I get my mods. I'm like, mods, if you see somebody, say hi. And I used to say hi to everybody, and it was just so exhausting because I felt like I put more time and energy into that, saying hi to everybody, than just trying to just have fun and just play with everybody. And balancing it, it's just you gotta find like what you feel comfortable as.
Oh my
I
God.
mean,